Check, check. Woohoo! All right. Can I come up there?
Yeah.
Of course. Coming. Here I come. Can I just say how happy I am that we started the day with a kick-butt powerhouse treble ensemble? Yes!
Thank you.
Thank you. There's a barrier here. Am I loud? I'm just gonna break it. Hey everybody, I'm Sarah. Hi.
Nice to
Good
meet
to
you.
see you. Wow. Hi. Cool. I said it twice, two options on the recording. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh boy, I remember when I was in high school. Yeah. When we had to go first to jazz festivals, it was always like, wake up at 6, put on makeup, do the like energetic exercises, but do your best. But you guys crushed. Like truly, I was like, even from the first note, so blown away with just the tone that you guys were able to kind of muster at this time of day, let alone the energy and the joy that you were able to communicate. It was really a thrill to start the day off this way. I was not expecting it. Congratulations, truly. How do y'all feel about the performance? Yeah, you had fun? Good. Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm always like, you know, our artist brain a lot of the time is like, but this went wrong and this went wrong. So with my UST group, what we always do is kind of go around after every show and start with everything that we were really proud of. Something that we like worked really hard on, that we did execute in a way that felt really great. So was there like one thing, you don't have to add anything, but for anybody, is there one thing you're like, we nailed this one thing that we've really worked hard on?
My friend Mia was working on her solo, and she did amazing. And she was like, practicing last night and this morning, and then when she did it, I was like, go girl.
Whose solo was that?
Thank you.
Yes, I agree. What else? Yeah.
That was my first time I've ever done a solo party before, really.
Nice. Yes. All right. That's awesome. Yay.
I think we also had trouble when we were rehearsing, feeling comfortable on stage and having good movement.
Yeah.
I feel like we really improved in that way and kind of felt free and open to move around. So that was nice.
Yeah.
We were all up at 6 a.m. I was up at 6 a.m. and to get here and do that's pretty amazing, guys.
It's super amazing. Like truly, it woke me up. I'm grateful. You all are my cup of coffee. And then was there anything that you're like, oh God, we worked on that, we didn't get it, but next time?
Yes.
What? Elaborate.
Nothing. Okay, one thing that I messed up on was just like in Oye Como Va, like not note to start on, but which word to start on.
Oh, so
I did that too,
But
don't
like,
worry.
I didn't quite.
My scanning syllables were off.
I know that.
I had that at the end of the day.
Oh.
I was a little bit hesitant during at the end of the day. But
Yeah, me too.
just a little tongue.
Cool. So would you guys say that in terms of comfort, first song most comfortable?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
Oye Como Va,
That's
second
like-
most comfortable, and at the day third most comfortable?
Yeah.
I would say so. Yeah, I felt that way. And not in a bad way, but just like that's how, like there are sage songs like that too. It's like some were like, I'm gonna throw down, and some were like, can I just like moonwalk off the stage while I do this? But you have to have songs like that in the set, otherwise it starts to feel robotic and or you take for granted that like stuff can go wrong. Really, really, really great. I think that once you guys walk off stage, please feel free to congratulate each other and or spend some time breaking down what went super well that you want to kind of celebrate, and then some things that you want to come back to next rehearsal and shed some light on. So I'm going to move forward with some thoughts, but just know that I'm a huge fan and really grateful for the tone that you guys set for the day.
Thank you.
I also will say you guys often, but it's not in reference to gender, just so you know. It's just a colloquialism. Just have to put that out there. Knowledge Rebel Ensemble, which is respect. Okay, so the first thing I want you guys to, do you guys practice on mic?
No.
Okay, so this is a new experience when you guys get up on stage and suddenly you're like, oh, what's my voice? And then also with monitors, assuming if you're not practicing on mic that there's no monitor. Yeah. So the first thing that I would suggest is making sure that when you're checking the microphones, to acknowledge that it's not just a like, is this on, but a volume and a register check. So your sound person is sort of like getting a balance for the group and understanding who probably should be turned down based on their timbre and their instrument and the volume with which they sing in, and then who probably needs to be turned up. Like Amanda in our group is a really soft soprano, so she usually needs to be significantly louder than my strong alto stuff. So when I'm checking, if I'm checking, check, mic check, volume and register that I would sing in, check, mic check, is me just checking the microphone working. It's not gonna fly. And when I get in, I kiss my pen, and I'm like, check, mic check. They like blow me out of the water. So when you guys go down the line, check, mic check, volume, Sarah, I kiss my penny, and I threw it in. So that you're singing in the volume and the register that you're going to be performing in. So what we ended up hearing was one super strong rocking alto the whole time. Which is just what happens, but hopefully, can you guys sing the first part of September in the Rain for me? Or like when the lyric comes in? Yeah. Do we know where that is?
Let it be.
Cool.
Oh, that wait, hold on, which one? There's
Oh, it's the time of We're starting from there.
The time is sweet, September.
Down there. This is my altos?
Yes.
Lower voices are all here?
Yes.
Cool, so it's altos, seconds, sopranos. I'm going to stand next to somebody that doesn't sing your part. Ready, set, go.
Okay, please.
Cool. And I want you guys to listen to your left and your right, and here for that melody, okay? Same thing again, 1, 2, 3.
The time is sweet, September.
Still getting a lot of that note, which tells me that we have a super strong alto that's just like, I love singing. But let's all sing that melody together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
The time is sweet, September.
So which one is the melody? Cool, let's sing the melody. 1, 2, 1.
The time is sweet, September.
And I want everyone to sing that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
The time is sweet, September.
So that's what we're listening to when we sing, right? And if I can't hear that, that means I'm over singing. So now let's go to parts 1.
The time is sweet, September.
Yeah, I'm still getting a lot of that person. Whoever that super strong alto is, when you're singing, when I'm singing alto in sage, I'm listening 70% and singing 30%. So we really need to sing in support of that soprano part because we are in a jazz ensemble, not just singing a unified, like, I would just say like all altos probably pull back. And it's not mic proximity, it's just volume. You have to sing hard. Because we're singing in service to that tone that the sopranos have, and we're singing with the volume that they have. The time, if I come in here, it's nice and like chesty and strong, but the sopranos are kind of light. So we're shadow singing the sopranos, and we're singing in a little bit softer volume. Same thing. 1, 2, 3.
The time is sweet, September.
How does that feel? You probably totally felt quiet, but in an ensemble, what we're looking for is that like hive sound. You guys have the hive like physical thing where everybody's moving in the same intensity and has the same joy on their faces. I get the sense that you guys all really love each other and have a great time in rehearsals, you're all friends. I didn't often feel like we were singing 3 or 4 part harmonies that were in service to awareness of the melody. So one exercise that I would encourage you guys to play with is kind of what we just did, where everyone has to sing the melody of every single song. So Oyo Como Va is a challenging one because there's a lot of counter melodies happening, but there is always a melody. There's always a melody. And if I don't know what that melody is, then I'm probably not able to sing in service of it, right? So whoever has that melody, for better or for worse, is the person who's shaping the group. We want to be aware of, you know, if there's like a tone that the sopranos should have, that they're not bringing, of course, we want to push ourselves to have that like forte, brassy, full tone in certain sections. But as an alto, if the sopranos are singing in that breathy, sort of gentle, tender space, and I'm just rocking down there, it's not in service of that like hive ensemble space. The other thing that I would say is that in Sage, at least, the mic proximity thing that we've worked out is that when we're singing solos, we're like 1 or 2 finger lengths away. And when we're singing backgrounds, if it's ensemble unified singing together, we're 4 finger lengths away, directly pointed at our mouths. And if it's backgrounds behind a soloist, it's the same proximity, pointed at our chin. And if I can't literally hear the soloist more than myself, I'm definitely not listening to them. So that's the main thing, like truly the only thing that I would like, okay, go home and like drill this one concept, and you guys will like, because all of the inflections, volume, like micro shaping, macro shaping, energy, diction, it's all slamming. Your band sounds great, your voices are incredible, performance-wise, repertoire, great choices, really representative of a super diverse thing. We didn't have to talk about like jazz basics. You guys are a sophisticated group. I would just say, think about that surrender to the ensemble sound as you guys move forward in your rehearsals, which is a pretty sophisticated concept when you get away from the notes on the page and then you're thinking like, well, what do we do now? It's not just me up here, otherwise let's have a solo show, right? Any questions?
Thank you so much.
Cool. There's a voice memo with some more specific thoughts, but really wonderful, really great. Great work. Give them a round of applause. Bella voce?
Yes.
Bella voce. Buonanotte. All right.